copy of the complaint there before you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Mandelko, did you have the opportunity to go over his right to him in this complaint and the penalties involved?
Judge, he's familiar with the complaint. In terms of everyone's rights, we haven't had a chance to go over that.
Okay. So real quickly, for those of you that are being charged with felonies, you have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford your own attorney, one may be appointed to represent you. You have the right to remain silent throughout this or any judicial proceeding until this case is disposed of. If you decide to speak, anything you say can be held against you as evidence in a trial. You have the right to have a hearing on probable cause on any felony charge. This matter must be finally disposed of in district court. You have the right to have bail set pending the final outcome of your case. Those of you with misdemeanors, these being misdemeanors, would have at least 24 hours in which to enter a plea. You would have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford your own attorney, one may be appointed for you. You have the right to remain silent and not be compelled to offer incriminating evidence against yourself. If you do speak, anything you say could be used as evidence against you at a trial. You have the right to a speedy trial, and you have the right to have a trial by jury. You may waive the right and have a trial before the judge. If you're not a citizen of the United States, you could be deported after a conviction. If we do go to trial, with or without a jury, you have the right to face and question any witnesses that may be called against you. You also have the right to call witnesses to testify for you. You have the right to have bail set and no pretrial release procedures pending the final outcome of the case. If you do go to trial, with or without a jury, and you're convicted of your trial, you may be assessed the cost of that trial. This would include jury and witness fees, attorney fees, and other trial costs. You may also be required to complete assessments, counseling, or treatment. If you plead guilty to misdemeanors today, you are waiving your right to appeal to the district court. Okay? You understand your rights, sir? Okay? And you've gone over the complaint and you've gone over the possible penalties. Is that correct? Okay. State recommendation on bail, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Marks is requesting the amount of the warrant continue. I believe it was $250,000. It's our understanding that he was fighting extradition from out of state as well, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Mandelko, do you wish to be heard?
No, Judge.
Okay. Any other conditions?
We would just ask for standard conditions, including no contact with any co-defendants, Judge.
Okay. And sir, do you have the means to hire your own attorney?
Oh, no.
Okay, so the court will appoint the public defender for you. Okay, and bail set in this matter for $250,000. You are, if you do post this bail, you are prohibited from any direct or indirect contact with your co-defendants. There's to be no consumption of alcohol. You're not to possess or consume drugs or medication unless prescribed or over the counter and taken as directed. You may not enter any establishment licensed to serve alcohol. You are to remain in Missoula County, secure and stay in weekly contact with your public defender. You are to appear personally at all scheduled court appearances. There's to be no driving unless you're legally licensed and insured to do so. Obey all laws. There's to be no weapons in your possession at any time for any reason. We'll set this matter for a preliminary hearing for November 7th at 4 p.m. Anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further, Mr. Mandelko?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you.